Hello, and thanks for tuning into my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, hey y'all. Y'all know, those of you who are not new know, I work in the school district. Y'all, and I work in the hallway with first, sec, first, second, and third graders. And we had a tornado drill. Mm, 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 mm. Why? I honestly feel like any kid that is not in fifth grade, okay, bath time should be monitored. They should be getting smell checks. And if you're in first and second, then in all actuality, the parent should still be bathing the kid. Just my opinion. Or at least being in there watching, making sure they're bathing correctly. Because, baby, that hallway smelled like poop. I was embarrassed for the kids. That hallway stunk so bad, it didn't make no sense. Like, mm, 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 mm. That just goes to show you them poor babies wasn't wiping. And it was more that wasn't wiping than those who was for a hallway to smell like doo doo doing a tornado drill because you got your head down and your butt up. Anywho, this ain't about that. Take a deep breath. Let me keep going. All right. So, hey guys. I just had to say that because I was going to make a short out of it. My son was like, Mom, don't do that. I'm like, baby, them kids stunk. And if I have any followers with little kids and you're not bathing your child, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Please bathe them. Okay? Anywho. So y'all, it is officially spring. So you know what that means. It means cute colors, bright things, and green. Oh, I cannot wait. I've already got my seeds started for my garden. I'm on spring break this week coming up, and I am so excited. So, anywho, y'all ain't here for that. Y'all here for this bag. This beautiful coral Dooney Burke Hatti bag. I have been on the fence on whether or not I want the chestnut and the navy blue because I do like these bags. I like to carry them, and they are leather, and I love a good Dooney Burke in the wintertime. But this one is definitely getting its use in spring. It got its use last spring, and I want to say the spring before that. So I don't wear this bag that much though because the shoes I got with it are gym shoes, and you know how you do gym shoes. Once you wear them out, baby, ain't no bringing them back. So I don't wear the bag as much, only because too, I don't have a lot of coral stuff. I have a lot of coral lip products, but I don't have a lot of coral clothing or, a lot of white and light blues to complement this bag. My mind is fried. When you work with little kids, this is why I wanted to be in the room with older kids, because when you were little kids, you use little words that they can understand. Because when you say something big, they always ask, what does that mean? And then you find yourself trying to explain to them what that word means. And if it's not a word that you're using in your classroom every single day that they have become accustomed to, every time you say a word they don't know, they're like, what that mean? And I don't have time to keep being a dictionary. So I just use little words. And because of that, seeing that most of my conversations with little kids, I find myself at a loss for words sometimes when I'm talking to adults. But anywho, I got this cute little charm, and as you guys know, this charm has been on my bag for a couple of years now. This is its home. It doesn't move. This is where it stays. And I thought it was so cute. Sometimes I put it on my black Dooney Burke, but that's not often because then I would have to go in the closet, get this off the shelf, out of the bag, just to get this bird off. So I kind of leave it. Let's get this overview. This is what the bag looks like on the inside. Not a lot of items, just the basics. So we're going to start with this pocket back here, okay? And it's not a lot of stuff back there. As you can see, my green is still greening. Very pretty still. Oh, it's a little dirty. I lied. Dirtier than what I thought. Okay, anywho. But I love the suede green they got in these bags. I dropped something. Oh, my nail glue. So I have this maximum speed nail glue. I talked about this in the other video, I think, or the one before that. Anywho, I like this glue. And it's almost time for me to like get these off because I can see where some water has seeped in underneath my nails, and I do not want no fingernail fungus, okay? Because that's how you get it when water goes up under your nails. My Dior lip gloss, which I didn't even have that on today. I had on some heroin, eucalyptus rain, hand sanitizer. So let me go ahead and get that out. Valentino Born in Roma Intense. My MAC heroin. Very pretty. I should have just had on some coral, but I wanted to have a little makeup on. My son was winning it was a award ceremony, so I didn't want to just go with plain lipped. I wanted to go with a little color, so I went with heroin. All right. Next, since we're doing bling, my AirPods, which I had lost for about 5 days. All right, and then it has 2 pockets here. Nothing is in that one, but in this one, I do have my cell phone case, and this is just what it looks like. It's a little Coach case. So I guess it's gonna be my year of oranges and pinks, because when I saw this case, I was like, "Oh, that's cute." But if I'd have saw this case a couple years ago, I would not have picked it up. I promise you, I wouldn't. It would have been on that shelf still. But anywho, I have my book. I am almost done. This is Be Careful What You Pray For. It's a it's a good book. I'm almost to the end, and it's like, is it gonna be enough to tell me everything that needs to transpire in this book before it ends? But it might be a continuance. I don't know. We will see. But this was a good book. I've read a lot of her other books about Reverend Curtis Black, and baby, he is a mess. I'm glad I didn't go to his congregation, because if he was that fine, I already know he'd probably been on my tail. But anywho, let me stop. And I'd have been there like, I rebuke you, Satan. Okay. So I have this cute little eyeglass. Couldn't get that out. This cute little eyeglass case that I bought from Dollar Tree a couple years back. And I thought it would be cute in my bag. You don't always have to have designer stuff. You don't always have to have sophisticated or chic. You just have what you like. And some people be like, I'd never thought you had that type of stuff. And I'd be like, why? They be like, because you seem so, I don't know, bougie and serious. I'd be like, because you don't know me and you're making assumptions. But anyhow, I have this pencil case because I did do some stuff on my iPod, and then I was recording some stuff, and the little remote is in here. So I'm like, I just take the whole thing because I didn't feel like digging this little remote out. So just some tool pens and some Disney pens, a pencil, my wait, is it in there? Yeah. My what do you call this thing? Apple Pencil. So that's that. Then I have my Care Bear wallet. And now it dawned on me why my wallet is dirtier than the bag. That's because I use this wallet in this bag a lot. So anywho, I need to wipe it down. It's getting a little dirty. So I just have my 2 cards, my ID and my debit card that I need, and some cash. And that's it. That's in this wallet, because I know I'm going to be changing bags in a couple days, and I'm like, I always keep. Oh, did I break this? Did I do that? I always keep my major cards in my main wallet, which is my Louis Vuitton zip around, because I'm like, it's easier for me to leave everything in that wallet and just take out what I need, rather than taking out everything all the time. So sometimes I may even have 2 wallets in my bag, but for the most part, it just depends on where I'm going. My car keys are in here, nothing else. House keys. This thing is getting its money. I'm definitely been using this a lot, and I need to come up out of it because I have 3 of them. I have the Damier Ebene print, and then I have a Coach one like this that I love more than I love the Louis Vuitton ones. But I don't be feeling like pulling this off all the time. And then one day I went somewhere and I had a key that I needed, and I was mad. So I just left it. Next, I have a coin pouch. My pocket agenda. I almost said desk agenda again. I don't know why I always call that thing a desk agenda. My makeup bag. And I just have some MAC Studio Fix foundation stick, but I use it as like a oh my god, y'all. What is that called? A contour type stick. I couldn't get it out. I don't know why. And some Benefit Cosmetic mascara, eyeshadow, face primer, my foundation, and some Clinique. Sorry if y'all heard that little noise. I was making sure my thing was recording because I'm like, did I do all that and that thing ain't recording? I need to wipe this out because it is getting very dirty from those brushes. All right. What else is in here? My son just texted me. I don't know what he wants. Okay, let's see. Okay. Some wipes for your hands. We get into it. Some Hello Kitty hand sanitizer from Touchland. I do not like this scent. As you can tell, I ain't really been using it. But I keep putting it in my bag by itself so that I can use it. It's not one of my faves. Some hand lotion one of my co-teachers gifted me, which I really like. A Chanel compact, so in case you got boogers or something, you can check it out. And a phone charger. And a receipt from where I've been. Where did I go? Taco Bell. That's old then. That's not recent. And a dime, but I need to put in my coin container. And that is it. And as you can see, the bag is a little dirty on the inside. And then one day I stuck my makeup brush down in there. I was trying to find a spot to show you guys. Oh, right here. It's like right here you can see what my foundation was. This bag can be wiped out. I just haven't done it yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my stuff back in there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, y'all.